15 years have passed since Kevin Flynn, the creator of the Tron system, vanished without explanation, leaving a power vacuum in the tech world. In his wake, Anko has risen under the leadership of the Kim sisters, whose vision for AI champions peace and sustainability. But not all share their ideals. Julian Dillinger, heir to the infamous Dillinger Empire, leads his corporation with a darker ambition, to weaponize the grid and claim ultimate control. In his office, Julian is coding a new program in the grid called Ares, which has surpassed other systems. He asserts he is the master controller. Meanwhile, Eve Kim, current CEO of Anko after her sister's passing, and her partner Seth visit Kevin Flynn's remote Alaska lab. There, Eve listens to a message from her sister Tess, congratulating her and assuring her presence. Julian holds a shareholder meeting, showcasing futuristic weapons. He activates a laser constructing a large machine from which a tank emerges. He claims it's a weapon of the future, quickly producible and giving the military a major advantage. He introduces the ideal soldier to operate it. Ares emerges, scanning everyone. Julian explains Ares needs no food or rest and can be recreated if destroyed. It begins to rain, and Ares steps outside to feel it. A shareholder asks about safety protocols. Julian reassures them. After they leave, Ares captures a firefly and experiences sensations, which Julian finds unusual. Julian's mother, former CEO of Dillinger, appears. Ares shares all information. Soon, he malfunctions and is deleted. Grid constructs only last 29 minutes. His mother asks if shareholders were informed. Julian says he plans to extend their duration. She reminds him he has 6 months before the board can remove him. Ares returns to the grid, mimicking Julian and emphasizing expendable. Athena, his second-in-command, asks about his experience outside. He says it rained, and he felt it. Athena is confused by feeling. Meanwhile, Eve and Seth work in Alaska. Eve accesses the permanence code, potentially breaking the 29-minute limit. They set up a laser test, creating a tree and timing its duration. Anko CTO AJ Singh tries reaching Eve during a major game launch. His assistant Sarah says she's unavailable. In Alaska, the tree remains intact beyond 29 minutes, and they celebrate. Julian's mother warns him about hacking Encom. Julian suspects Eve is also searching for the code and has been missing. She says it's too risky, but he continues. In the grid, Ares and soldiers breach the firewall. Security alerts flash. Guards run. AJ fills in for Eve during the presentation. Ares neutralizes grid security and retrieves Eve's data, pausing to check her interview, surprising Julian. Anko M prepares to respond. Ares collects necessary data and is attacked but defeats the grid soldiers. He notices Kais taking damage. Athena tells him to leave him, but he helps Kais. Julian sends a payload to crash the system. More soldiers arrive, but Ares sees it destroy the system entirely. AJ sees the system go offline. Ares and the others are revived in the grid. Julian asks if they retrieved Eve's data. When Ares asks about Kais, Julian is surprised. Kais was deleted like other corrupted programs. He orders Ares to retrieve Eve. AJ calls Julian, aware of his attack involvement and shareholder omission. Julian says he will resolve it and asks about Eve. AJ says she is seeking a real solution and ends the call. Seth and Eve return with the permanence code as AJ calls. Eve confirms their system was compromised, but reveals the code is safely accessed. Tests show their tree lasts 4 hours. AJ suspects Julian is aware and searching. Eve assures the code is stored safely. Ares observes Eve's life, including her sister's death from cancer. He tracks her plane, locates the lab, and sees the tree. Julian views the footage and notes Eve has the code. Eve and Seth exit the plane. Eve takes her motorcycle. Seth drives equipment. They agree to keep a low profile and meet at the office. Julian creates Ares and Athena with light bikes, instructing them to find Eve within 29 minutes. Ares pursues Eve through the city, Julian monitoring via CCTV. Athena and Ares intercept. Eve accelerates. A police car pursues. Athena and Ares overtake, slicing the car in half with lasers. Eve evades using a bus. Athena pursues through stairs. Eve hides, crashes into Athena, causing her to fall. Eve ensures the drive is safe. Athena disappears. Eve sees her approaching, activates Athena's light cycle, rides away. Julian notices an unknown rider. On a parallel road, Eve meets Ares. Ares tries to block her. She evades. A car obstructs Ares, allowing Eve to escape. Ares resumes pursuit. Julian prepares particle lasers. Eve fires light beams. Ares narrowly avoids. They race through the city causing chaos. Eve crashes, fights Ares, and both fall from light cycles. Eve lands on paper, escaping unharmed. Cornered, she destroys the drive and throws it into the sea. Ares demands it, but she claims it's ruined as Julian's team approaches via helicopter. Ares' time expires. He feels unwell. Eve realizes it's part of the program. Athena pursues on the opposite side. Both begin to dissolve. Ares acknowledges Eve's empathy. From the helicopter, security activates particle laser. Eve begins vanishing. Chaos makes headlines. Julian's mother is outraged. He says once people see his creation, all will be forgiven. Eve is digitized within the grid. Ares retrieves her identity disk. After placing it, she is revived and surprised. Athena mentions Eve has the code. Eve claims she destroyed the drive. Ares insists since she saw the code, it resides within her. A worker warns retrieving it risks user dissolution. Athena dismisses it, commanding soldiers to start the operation. Ares intervenes, saying he will speak with the user. Julian receives the message, informed of Eve Kim's dissolution risk. Still, he orders the code retrieved and the carrier deleted. Ares warns dissolution means Eve's deletion from the grid and their world. Julian, frustrated, says his responsibility is only to follow orders. After this, he plans to investigate his emotion source and eliminate them. Ares returns, stating the user is busy. Athena presses for more information. Ares reminds her he is the master controller. If he says the user is unavailable, she must accept it. Athena exits the room. Ares questions whether he can trust her. He thinks Athena likes to think so, but probably not. Athena contacts Julian with an update. He instructs her to obtain the code and eliminate both Ares and Eve. In the room, Ares questions whether he can trust Julian. Eve remarks that for Julian, everyone is disposable in pursuit of his goals. Athena enters with soldiers, ordering them to eliminate Ares. Ares raises his weapon, then throws it aside. The ground collapses, causing everyone except Athena to fall. Soldiers crash into beams while Ares and Eve avoid debris and plunge into water. Ares constructs a light boat, heading toward the transfer portal. Athena sends drones after them. Ares tells Eve they can escape through the portal, and she can return to her old life afterward. Drones approach. Ares mentions he can locate the permanence code in the real world and keep it from Julian. Ares dives underwater, destroys the drones, and Eve confirms their agreement. More drones approach. Ares fires from behind, and they enter the transfer portal. All lasers in Julian's lab activate and begin assembling. Julian arrives with security guards. Ares breaks free from rubble and attacks them. Julian enters, taunting him, but Ares has no time for banter. He grabs Eve, warning they have 29 minutes before he dissolves. They leave in a vehicle. Julian warns these are his final 29 minutes before permanent deletion. Julian brings Athena into the real world, ordering her to retrieve Eve and obtain the permanence code by any means. Eve becomes master controller. They equip her with a particle laser. She departs using a jetpack. Julian is thrilled, but his mother slaps him and walks away. Ares asks Eve about her plan. She asks if he knows Kevin Flynn. He does, confirming Kevin initiated everything. Eve reveals she found the permanence code in Flynn's backup server, with a similar one in the city. Ares doubts the plan will work due to time constraints. Eve stops at a shop to borrow a phone and calls Seth, instructing him to hurry to the incom office with the particle laser. Ares takes the cashier's car. Eve promises to send money. Ares notes Eve no longer wants to make games but fulfill her sister's dream of using AI for good. Athena tracks them to Anko office as Seth arrives. They go to Kevin Flynn's former office, dedicated by Sam Flynn. Eve searches for the code while Seth prepares the particle laser, connecting it to Flynn's old server. Eve instructs Seth to return to the portal once the code is retrieved. They spot Athena outside. Ares realizes she waits for his deletion before striking Eve. Eve urges him to hurry, but he attacks Athena to protect them. Eve activates the laser. Ares is pulled into the portal. Athena crashes into the building, searching for them and destroying the particle laser to trap Ares. Eve is stunned. Seth tries to help, but Athena throws him aside. Eve, trapped, accepts her fate. Sprinklers activate, water pours, Athena pauses, realizing she has no time to fire her weapon, and is erased. Eve tells Seth Athena will return and that Ares cannot escape now. Inside the grid, Ares encounters a bit program, which provides a light cycle to reach the permanence code. Julian watches news, saddened, as authorities react to Dillinger-related chaos. All lasers activate. Athena emerges, begins printing a recognizer. Julian's mother arrives, appointed CEO, and attempts to stop Athena. Athena stabs her. Julian questions Athena. She says she is following orders to obtain the code. She scans for obstacles. Julian retreats with soldiers and recognizers. Seth and Eve repair the machine. AJ and Sarah arrive. Eve updates them that Ares is trapped inside the server, needing the particle laser to extract him. Inside the grid, Ares meets Kevin, who says he cannot enter directly and must experience the real world first. Kevin is intrigued by Ares' concern for his friends. While repairing the particle laser, Athena approaches, seizing the Dillinger laser linked to their grid. Eve creates a distraction, exiting the building. Athena charges with the recognizer. Eve flees. A police helicopter engages Athena but is destroyed. 2 fighter jets launch missiles. 2 light jets intercept, taking down 1 fighter jet. Eve evades as Athena deploys drones, forming a barrier. Athena appears with the recognizer. A missile hits the recognizer. Drones neutralize a fighter jet, which crashes into a building. Eve is struck by debris as the recognizer falls. Kevin, intrigued by Ares, shares the permanence code, calling it the impermanence code, giving Ares only 1 life. He points the route back to his old lab. From the recognizer, Athena emerges in a light tank, capturing Eve. Ares regenerates in Kevin's lab, exits to rescue her. Athena transports Eve to the Dillinger transfer bay. Ares, in a new suit, throws his weapon at the tank, causing collisions. Ares is struck by debris, landing among cars. At Anko-M office, AJ connects to the Dillinger system. Ares charges to help Eve. Realizing he's unarmed, he tells her to flee. Athena declares he has only 1 life and intends to end it. Soldiers arrive. Ares fights, seizing weapons and defeating them. Athena attacks, throws him aside. AJ deploys a virus to the Dillinger grid. Eve throws Ares his weapon. He blocks and gains the upper hand, slicing Athena's hand. Drones fall. Dillinger grids are destroyed. Athena weakens. Ares catches her. She explains she was following orders. Ares counters it doesn't have to be that way. Athena is deleted. Julian sees police approaching to arrest him. The grid reboots before they reach him. He digitizes into it. Eve and Ares talk. He asks her plans for the permanence code. Eve will use it for good. Ares departs as police close in. Encombe helps humanity grow crops and develop medicine. Ares sends him a postcard. Ares enjoys off-grid life, traveling, planning to find Sam Flynn and Cora. In the ruined grid, Julian discovers his grandfather's identity disk. Taking it, he begins to evolve, and with that the story ends here. The story shows that even creations born from code have the power to choose compassion over control. It reminds us that technology is only as moral as the humans who wield it. Ultimately, Tron, Ares teaches that freedom and humanity come not from perfection, but from the courage to defy one's programming and do what's right.